Well, so I think there's been a lot of misunderstanding here and some unfairness toward Apple and some things that Apple may need to change. And if you'll give me a minute, let me just tell you what I think, and you can argue with it. We've done this many times, John, and I respect, and I always respect you on this. It does remind me of Steve Jobs because this was a Steve Jobs era thing, the App Store. I mean, you'll remember that when the iPhone first came out, he didn't want to have an App Store. He didn't want to have third-party things in there, except for the ones he personally picked, like Google Maps, which was on there at the beginning. And you remember he made the argument, oh, you can just use web sites instead of apps. In 2008, they did start the App Store with 500 apps. But he insisted, and this is true throughout Apple's DNA, he insisted on strong curation. And he didn't want, and at one point he said, we've got enough fart apps on here. I mean, he didn't want certain kinds of things dominating the App Store. I don't think he could have imagined that games would be the biggest thing on the App Store. I just don't think that was in the plan. And I certainly don't think that they came up with this with the idea that people would have in-app purchases as a big deal, which goes along with the games. So curation has been a valuable thing. It's one of the reasons, to be honest, why I use Apple products, because they control the quality of what's on their devices, their iPhone and the iPad in particular, through this store. I don't want 10 app stores where I don't know what the other 9 are doing in terms of quality control and prevention of malware. And as you know, the overwhelming majority of malware on smartphones is on Android, not on iOS. And so there's real value to Apple as a company in this, beyond just power and money. This is part of their persona.